Good morning, students. Sairam, welcome to your history online class. Children, today we will start with a new lesson in history. But before that, I would like to inform you that in history, lesson number 4, History of India Arts, is deleted from your syllabus. So today we will start with lesson number 5, Mass Media and History. Now children, mass media, it contains two words. One is mass. Now here mass in this context is aggregation of people. Aggregation means what children? Group or cluster or a crowd. So mass means aggregation of people. In this context mass means aggregation of people, and media, it means modes of communication, that is how you communicate with people. So mass media contains of two words, that is mass and media. So mass means aggregation of people, and media, it means modes of communication. So mass media, thus it means, is a field of mass communication, that is how people communicate with each other. So let us learn introduction to mass media. Now as I already told you children, mass media, it contains two words. Mass in this context means an aggregation of people, and media means modes of communication, that is how you communicate. What is a medium of communication? Therefore mass media is a field of mass communication. Now children, we can easily send some information to a faraway destination through a medium of communication. That is, you could call a person, or you can now email, you can send a text message. So this is a way how you are communicating with people. So we can send information or any message to a faraway destination through a medium of communication. Now children, in olden days, there used to be a crier who would run in the streets beating drums and crying out important news according to the orders of the king. So here we are talking about the olden days, that olden days how the news used to spread. So whatever were the orders of the king, it was spread to a word of mouth, that is the town crier. He used to spread it to a word of mouth. Whatever were the orders of the king, he used to beat the drum and used to cry out the important news, okay, according to the orders of the king. So here just have a look at the town crier, that how in the olden days this information, or we can say the news, it was spread to people by beating the drums and by a word of mouth. So this we are talking about the olden days, okay, that how the news or information was spread among the people. Now let us learn about the history of mass media. Now children, first we learned about the introduction. Now we'll be learning about the history of mass media. Now children, you all know that Britishers had arrived in our country, right? They had ruled for so many years, right? We were slaves of Britishers, correct? So but children, printing technology and newspapers, they were introduced in India after the arrival of British. So children, there are so many things that have benefited us, even though Britishers have ruled over us, but then we have learned English, right? Then so many university they were built. So good things also were done by the Britishers. So printing technology and newspapers, they were introduced in India after the arrival of the British. So people now they started receiving printed news. So the news was printed through newspapers, and newspapers became the first mass medium of circulating information and knowledge among people. So it was the first mass medium of circulating information and knowledge among the people. So you have to remember that newspaper was the first medium of circulating information and knowledge among the people. So it was introduced in India after the arrival of British, remember children, and then people started receiving printed news through newspapers. Just have a look children at the newspapers. You all know about newspapers, I don't need to explain much about it, right? So it contains the printed matter, okay, and then the news is spread regularly. We get the newspapers, right? Now let us learn about newspaper now, children. Now, newspaper is a publication which mainly prints news, okay, editorials, people's opinions, entertaining or other supplementary content. So you all know about newspaper, right? It is a publication, and what it prints news. See, children, news, what is the full form of news? Can anyone tell me? NEWS, that is north, east, west, south. So we get information from all the corners of the country, right? So it prints news, editorials, people's opinions, entertaining or other supplementary content. Entertaining means about the movies, about the sports. So we get a lot of information from newspaper. And children, we have to remember this point. It is printed and distributed regularly at a definite time. You get it regularly, correct? And we get early morning. Yes, so the news, we should receive the news early morning, what's happening in and around us. So it provides local, national and international news. So now the children, through newspapers we get everything, full information we get. That is, we get the local, national and international news. And children, remember, newspapers are historical documents which which record current events, what is going on in and around, and it records current events. So this is about newspaper, children, okay? So children, just have a look once again at newspapers, children. Now children, you all know newspapers, it prints information, okay, what's happening in and around the world. You get all the details about the sports, about entertainment, about politics, economics. All information is there in newspaper, okay, and it is given regularly, okay. Now let us learn about the precursors of newspapers. Precursors means what, children? Forerunners, okay, that how the information was spread in beginning, okay. Now children, before the beginning of common era, there was a custom in Egypt of placing inscriptions with royal decrees at public place. Now children, we are talking about Egypt now. Now in Egypt, how the information was spread, how the news was spread, okay. Now what they used to do, they used to they used to write the inscriptions, okay, that is the royal order. Decrees means what, children? Decrees means royal order. So in Egypt, they were used to have a place inscriptions with royal decrees at public place. So at the public place, they used to have, now for example, I'll give you, during the time of Emperor Ashoka, okay, on the pillars they used to inscribe, there used to be inscriptions on the pillar about the royal decrees, that is whatever is the royal edicts or royal orders, they used to be inscribed on the pillars, or it could be on the stones, okay. So they used to write on the pillars, that is inscriptions, that is they used to inscribe it. So Emperor Ashoka also resorted to similar method to reach out to his subjects, that is whatever was the royal order, whatever was the message, there used to be inscriptions on pillars or stones, and they used to keep it on the, or you can say they used to place it at the public place so that all could read and the information could be passed. So we are talking about the forerunners of newspapers, that is the precursors. See, just have a look at this pillar, children. It is during the time of Emperor Ashoka. See, something is inscribed on it, right? So this is basically the royal orders or decrees which we say they used to get it inscribed on the pillars, okay. Now children, let us learn about Rome. Now children, in the Roman Empire, royal decrees, that is the royal orders, were written on papers, and those were distributed in all regions. So what was the practice in Rome, children? The royal decrees were written on papers and those were distributed in all regions. They also contained information of various events taking place in the nation and its capital. So whatever information, whatever events were taking place in that particular nation or in its capital, all that information was written on the papers, and the papers were distributed in all the regions. So that is about Rome. So children, in Egypt, what they used to do? They used to be inscriptions at public places. Even Emperor Ashoka had resorted to that. In Roman Empire, what they used to do? They used to write the royal decrees on the paper and distribute in all the regions. Now let us learn next about during Julius Caesar's reign, newspapers known as Acta Diurnia. Acta Diurnia means acts of every day. What is As children, newspapers you get it every day. So acts of every day, that is acta diurna, they used to be placed at public places in Rome. So we are talking about Rome now. Children, in Rome during the reign of Julius Caesar, what they used to do, there was a newspaper, it was known as acta diurna, means every day, whatever the acts of every day, it used to be placed at public places in Rome. And it was a very effective way of conveying royal commands to people. So royal orders could be easily conveyed through this acta diurna to the people. Okay, now just have a look at this. Acta diurna means it is the acts of every day. Okay, now children, in the 7th century CE, royal dictates were distributed among people at public places. In England, handouts used to be distributed occasionally, giving information about wars or important events. So children, in England, what was the practice? Handouts used to be distributed occasionally, and it used to give information about the wars or important events. Now children, the people, that is the travelers, they were arriving from far away. What they used to do? They used to add spice to the stories from the places where they have arrived, and they used to narrate it to the local people. So these travelers, those who are arriving from far away, they would add spice to the stories from those places, and they used to narrate it to the local people. And the ambassadors of our king, posted at various places, would send back important news to the royal court. So ambassadors also, what they used to do, they used to send back the news to the royal court. So that is about the precursors of newspapers. So children, today we had learnt about what is mass media. That is, it is, mass means aggregation of people, and media means it is the mode of communication. Okay, so we have learned what is mass media. Then we had learned about the history of mass media, that we had that the newspapers, that was the first medium of communicating the information. Okay, and then what are newspapers? Okay, in newspapers, they provide you all the local, national, international news. Okay, then we had learnt about the precursors of newspapers, that is the forerunners of newspapers, that at different places how the news was spread to the people, that how the people, they used to came to aware about the royal orders or royal decrees. Okay, so it was through for example, you had learned about the inscriptions, then the handouts. Okay, so these were the ways of communicating the information to the people. So we had learnt about it today, children, about all these things. Now children, in the next class we'll be learning about the different types of newspapers and who were the editors of that newspaper. So children, we will continue that in the next class. I hope you have understood this, children. So we will be continuing in the next class the remaining lesson, children. Till then, thank you, my dear students. Take care. Have a good day.